My bad, y'all. It's gonna have to be two part series. I messed up. I didn't mean to turn the camera off, but like I was saying, say like this Diddy stuff, right? I saw a lot of people like that can have, um, that can walk away from that industry, man. Can walk away from the culture world, the left hand side, because Hollywood, because it's like some people have that spirit and that mentality of, okay, you can't scare me to what I'm not used to, because I'm not used to all this lavish luxurious lifestyle. I'm not used to living like balling out like that, having the nice things, and I'm not used to living the glamorous. Like, I'm not used to that, so you can't scare me to something that I'm not used to. I just go live back, some people go live back, back to where they came from, back in the hood, depending on how severe that is, but or live in the back regular, like um, the regular lifestyle. There's some people, like many people that have walked away from that, that had a chance to go being not on these Hollywood or just in sports or something like that, but they just didn't want all that, so. That's what it is, man. That's what kind of Paul is getting at here as well. Like, I know how it is to be like, that adaptability, man. That's what it is, man. Because I've lived in the most craziest parts. I'm not gonna say crazy, but I lived in the most roughest gully hoods, man. I lived there. Also, too, I lived in like the in cul-de-sacs. I lived in the suburbs, so like that balance. So you know how to adapt to both, man. That having that balance, man. But I kind of touched on that in the video I did about I did like, what was it, like a year or so ago, on about not leaving somewhere too early, man. I forgot what I did, but the video I made, but I touched on it there. I'm gonna read this. I'm read this again, verse 12. I know how to be abased, and I know how to abound. And everywhere in all things I am instructed to both be full and to be hungry, both to abound and to suffer need. So yeah, man. So that's why where do you think where is Paul getting this from, man? Let's go to Proverbs real quick. Yeah, I really didn't want this to be two parts, because I accidentally clicked on the because I had to clear my throat. It's kind of messed me up talking, but I didn't mean to cut the camera off, but it's all good. So it says Proverbs chapter 30, verse 8. This is where it is. This is where Paul is getting this from. It says Old Testament, New Testament, it all goes in together. Also, I'm about to grab no, I'm just gonna grab Sirach a little after this. It says Proverbs chapter 30, verse 8. Remove from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me. Least I be full and deny thee, and say, who is the Lord? Or at least I be poor and steal and take the name of my God in vain. So yeah, man. So that's what it is. Paul's like, because that's why the Most High, like, for majority of us, he woke us, so-called middle class, even though we are in poverty, like like Revelation says, and I'm actually gonna touch on that soon. That Revelation 2, 3, and 9, too. But it's like we are people compared to what we once had and what we're going to. Our nation is going to get in the kingdom come, the riches and stuff like that. What we had during our rulership, we are poor, but but we're rich in spirit. We should be rich in spirit, rich in faith as well. But but I'm saying, what I'm saying is that most of the time, like brothers and sisters I'm at in this walk, we're kind of doing little. We ain't balling like that. Not saying, because there are brothers out here in the faith that have plenty of, like, they doing the Nicodemus style, they're doing the Abraham style, they're doing Joseph style, they're doing David style, Solomon style, like having the good high positions. They're doing that, and good brothers, man. Also, too, there's brothers that that's in the faith that that going through tough times, man. But but most of the time, more brothers and sisters I have met that have known, man, in this faith, man, they're kind of like just what we call the middle class, man. But that's the perfect thing to be in, man, because at least get too rich and you forget, like, that's why people with money, man, they ain't worried about the Most High. I was like, listen, I'm good, like, why their mind isn't on that. They're like, their mind just wouldn't be on that. It's like, okay, what I'm doing is working. Why would I go serve, like, why would I go serve the Lord for? Why can I serve a God I can't see? Pretty much that's their mentality. I see his money, I see his bread. I see his money, that's what I see. But also poor too. They just say they hit the, a lot of times, like, our brothers and sisters in poverty, or a lot of people in poverty that don't believe in the Most High, but I'm just focused on, our people, because that's what I care about. But they just go into like Proverbs 16 says, actually, let me just grab it, man. They blame the Lord for where 19 says, they blame the Lord for their condition, and not knowing He's the way out. The foolishness, they do this. The Proverbs 19:3. The foolishness of man perverted his way, and his heart furtheth against the Lord. So yes, people that say no, why would what type of God, or why would God do this, that type of stuff. So that's what a lot of times, not saying all, but a lot of poor or homeless brothers and sisters, they'll do that. So but this is where Paul is getting it from. Like when you read Philippians now. No, let me read this in the I guess it's in the Good News translation. Philippians. No. I'm going to Sirach. I'm sorry. Pardon me. This is all Old Testament and New Testament, man. Being because this is going to line up with verse 11. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Yeah, here it is. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I don't think that's it. I think that it was it. Yeah, okay, yeah, this is the one. Yeah, this is the one. This is the better one. It says to labor and to this Ecclesiasticus chapter, also known as Sirach chapter 40 verse 18. To labor and to be content with what a man hath, and is a sweet life. But he that findeth a treasure is above them both. So yeah, man. It says to labor and to be content with a man that hath is a sweet life, but he findeth a treasure that is above them both. So yeah, man, and that just shows too with the apocrypha too. That goes like because a lot of people come against this, go off the apocrypha as well. But that's all. It's all like Paul just said in Philippians and Proverbs, the Old Testament, New Testament, and man, it all flows together, man. Also, too, man, just to be content and thankful for what you have, man. This place does not, teach in this current captivity, this current society does not teach and harp on thankfulness and being thankful for what you have, man. Like I see here, man, while I'm looking down around, man, I see a mansion, man. It's just like if for me, man, this is great, man. Especially what I went through, like to get this, man. This is great, man. So but yeah, man. But just be thankful, man. Just be thankful, man. Even in affliction, you still have to be thankful. Actually, let's get to Psalm 62, right quick. Something I need to do. I need to realize. Psalm 62, verse 8. Trust in him at all times. You pour out your heart before him. Yahweh is a refuge for us. Selah. I'm ready to get this again. Psalm chapter 62, verse 8. Trust in him at all times. Ye people, pour out your heart before him. Yahweh is a refuge for us. Selah. So yeah, man, trust him at all times, man. So at all times, so that's pretty much, let me let me see if I want to get it in. I don't want to get it out. I got it now. Let's see what that's Philippians saying here. It says this is Oxford too. This is Oxford Study Bible. Yeah, let me see. My bad, y'all. Philippians chapter 4 and verse 11. It says, now that I'm speaking
not that I'm speaking of want, for I have learned to be self-sufficient, whatever my circumstances. Yes, Philippians chapter 4 and verse 11 in the Oxford Study Bible. In the Oxford Study Bible, it's it says verse 12. I know what it is to have nothing. And I know what it is to have plenty. I have been thoroughly initiated into the fullness and hunger, and plenty and poverty. I'm able to face anything through Him who gives me strength.
So yeah, man, Yahweh Shai, um, that's insane. But I can do all things through Yahweh Shai, man. So yeah, man. So that hit my. That's why I was like, kind of excited during that verse, because like, that's something that I experienced, man. I'm sure not only me, but I'm sure y'all experienced it probably on a high level, man. That just hit my spirit, like, So like, being adaptability, because I lived in like the suburbs of Coast. I also lived in the worst parts, grimiest parts of the hood, man. So it's just like having that balance, man. It's like, but you know how to adapt through it. You know how to get through it, because you know why? The Most High, in your house, they brought us through it, man. Even like um, even leading up before I came to us, man, He brought you through it. So how much more that that I know you now, we know Him now, that He's going to do it, man. So you know, so yeah, man, definitely, man. That's you know. I remember X said in an interview, man. I think he was on Big Boy. He said, "Listen, man, at the lowest moments of my life, man, when I was going through, man, he said, listen, I didn't know the way out, but I knew there was a way out through the Most High. I knew there was a way out. It might have been tough and that, but I knew there was a way out of this, man. That's a fact, man. That's real talk. So yeah, man. Hopefully this is edifying, man. So peace."